Hello students, today we are going to discuss about human eye and its working with the help of illustrative diagram on the blackboard. So let us see children, let me show you. It is not exact diagram, but let us discuss how the human eye works. So just you have to understand that human eye has structure this way. This is approximate structure of eyeball of human eye, and here we say that this way it is there. Here somewhere exactly here this structure is there, which is called as lens, right everybody? And these are ciliary muscles, everybody. And from here onwards, when I show you this way, everybody, this is nothing but, we can say, the retina. So this is the retina of the human eye, which works like a screen. Here we can say this portion is called as iris, everybody. Okay, so first of all, let me label this human eye diagram. So see everybody, this convex shaped, it is called as cornea. It is called as what? Cornea. Right everybody? Inside cornea we can call it as iris. It is called as iris. Somewhere here a small opening is there. It is termed as pupil, pupil. Right everybody? This, which is in the shape of double convex, it is called as lens. What it is called as? It is called as lens. These are called as ciliary, ciliary muscles, muscles, here as well as here. This is one of the most important part of your eyeball, and that is called as retina. It is called as retina, retina. And obviously from here something goes which are in the form of nerves, and these are called as optic, optic nerve. These are called as optic, or this is called as optic, optic nerves. Right now everybody, now let me explain it to you exactly what I have done here. So see, a human eye has an eyeball, right everybody? Ahead of that eyeball, which is the starting of your eye, we have convex shaped bulged part, and to which we call it as, here I have mentioned it, it is called as cornea. It is called as what? Cornea. It is a very thin membrane and it has the shape of convex. Right everybody? Exactly inside the cornea we have muscular part, and this is called as fleshy part. In fact I will tell you, and this fleshy part is called as, here I have mentioned this fleshy part is called as iris. Inside the iris, exactly here we have a small hole and this hole is called as pupil, pupil, pupil. Exactly behind this pupil, the most important part of our eyes, it is what? Nothing but lens. This lens is, we can say, crystalline lens, and it is transparent. Transparent means the rays of light can go till here and they can refract and they can fall upon retina for the formation of image. These are the ciliary muscles which are holding your lens, and they are connected to the retina, and this is the screen which is called as retina. And now this retina is what? It is light sensitive screen. Retina is light sensitive screen. So let me again explain it to you. This is your eyeball, everybody, and here in the starting, here exactly near your eyelids we have cornea, which is muscular, which is transparent. It is called as cornea. Exactly in the cornea we have iris. Iris is fleshy. It has different colors as per the surrounding. Some have blue colored iris, some have like brown, black colored iris, and exactly in the middle of iris we have a small hole which is called as pupil. Exactly behind pupil we have double convex crystalline transparent lens which is adjustable, how I will show you later on, and it is called as double convex crystalline lens. This lens is being attached to some of the muscles which are called as ciliary muscles, and ahead these muscles are connected to a screen which is light sensitive screen, and it is called as retina, and further retina is being connected to optic nerve which carries the signal directly to the brain. Now let us see how our eyes work. Right everybody, first of all, when the ray of light falls on the cornea, whenever we see something, maybe it is near or it is very far away from us, the ray of light comes from that object and it comes towards our eyes and it enters the eyes. But before entering the eyes, the ray of light, let me show it to you here. This is the ray of light. I will show you only two rays of light. This is one ray of light and this is my second ray of light. Two rays of light which have come parallel to each other have come towards the cornea. Now how is cornea? Cornea is convex. Okay everybody, it is muscular and it is transparent membrane. It will converge because see the shape. It will converge. After convergence, the rays of light will go towards the lens this way. They are going to converge and further they are going to go towards the lens, crystalline lens, double convex lens. Before that, remember everybody, now what is the use of cornea? You have understood. It allows the ray of light to enter the eyes. Second thing, it converges the light here before entering in the eyes. Now what is the use of this iris which is being shown here, and what is the use of pupil? Right everybody? So one more diagram of iris and pupil I will show you here. If this is your eyes, normally we draw this way while drawing. This is your eyeball. So see everybody, if you will see here, right now, if you will see here, so see, if I show you, this is what? This is called as iris. And can you see this small hole here? This small hole is called as pupil, pupil. Now what is the role of pupil in your eye, or what is the function? So normally what happens, the brightness of light, it is not constant throughout the day or at night. Sometimes it is more bright, sometimes it is less bright. But our eyes needs uniform brightness of light. So for managing this uniformity of brightness of light, what comes in action? This iris and pupil. Iris is holding this pupil, which is a small hole, and what it does, this small pupil, it is adjustable. Adjustable means if needed it expands and if needed it contracts. When it expands, when very dim light is entering your eyes, then to gain more brightness so as to fall it on retina and form the image, it is expanding. And when the ray of light is very bright, extra light is entering your eyes, so to stop this extra brightness, this pupil, it contracts, so that limited amount of ray of light will enter your eyes, right everybody? And what is helping this pupil to work? Iris is helping it for contraction and for we can say expansion, right everybody? So pupil contracts and expands when it needs extra or less light as per the need, and this iris helps it, which is of different colors in different people. Okay, so after this working, then what happens? The ray of light comes towards your biconvex lens. As we have seen in the earlier concept, that what is the role of biconvex lens? When the ray of light comes towards convex lens or enters, it comes to dense medium, and from there again it refracts, again it converges. So here first convergence is being done at cornea, and the second but very less convergence is being done by, we can say what, your lens. Now see, your lens is crystalline lens and it can flatten as per the need, and it can, you can say, bulge as per the need. But why it will contract and bulge? Because compulsorily if you want to see the image, then the focal length must be where? It must be exactly on retina. See here. So now where is the focal length formed? If this is the optical center of lens, convex lens, and if you will see, if here image is formed, means here to here, this is called as focal length, and focus is being obtained on retina, right everybody? So what is the work of, we can say, lens? The work of lens is to contract, get flattened, or at times to get bulged, and both the things or both the works it is doing, flattening or bulging, it is only for the formation of we can say focus exactly on retina. So here this is the role of lens. Now what happens, this is your retina. Now what is your retina? Retina is a light sensitive screen which is present here, and when light gets incident on it, when light falls on it, this we can say retina, which is made up of light sensitive cells. Retina, the cells in the retina or on the retina, they gets active. When the light falls on it, it gets active, and after it gets active, then what happens? It converts this light into electrical signals, and further these electrical signals are sent with the help of optic nerve towards brain, and the brain detects it and analyze it, and we can understand that okay, this and that picture is there, right everybody? So as I told you, the one of the most important part is your we can say what, retina, which is made up of light sensitive cells. Now which are these light sensitive cells? So I am writing here, just concentrate here. We can say rod and cone, rod and cone shaped cells, right now everybody? Our retina, as I told you, our retina is being made up of two types of cells which are light sensitive. Means when light falls upon it, it becomes sensitive and converts the light into electrical signal and sent back to brain. So this retina is being made up of two types of cells. One is called as rod cell and one is called as cone cell, right everybody? Now what is the function of rod cell? So the rod cell is having the function of detecting brightness, whether it is bright or not. That brightness is being detected by rod cells of retina. And what is the use of cone shaped cells? To identify the color. We can see this whole beautiful world around us only because of cone shaped cells which are present in the retina. If these cone shaped cells are not working, then what will happen? We'll be able to see this world, but it will be in black and white. Because of these cone shaped cells, we are able to see beautiful world and beautiful color. And why we are able to see this bright light? Because of rod shaped cells which are present in retina, right everybody? So here we have discussed in short the working of we can say human eye. Now some more things I will tell you everybody. Now see, what is the diameter of human eye? So we have to understand that the diameter of human eye is 2.4 centimeter. Can you see this diameter? This diameter of human eye is 2.4 centimeter, right everybody? A normal eye. After then, what is the distance of focal length? What is the distance of focal length of a normal human eye? It must be, the focal length of a human eye must be, it must be approximately 2 centimeters. How much it must be? This distance must be 2 centimeter, okay, of a normal human eye. After then, one more thing I would like to tell you. If I am reading something, if I have taken a book in my hand or something, when I will be able to read it very clearly. See, when normally you take something very near to you for reading, you are unable to read it. There is some stress on the eyes. So the minimum distance between anything which you are reading or any letter, any book which you are reading and your eyes must be minimum 25 centimeters. How much? 25 centimeters. So that is the minimum distance for distinct vision. अच्छा देखने के लिए 25 centimeters must be there. Got everybody? After then, one more thing I would like to do that, I would like to tell that, see, this lens, they can bulge or they can flatten, bulge and flatten. This bulging and flattening, this process is called as power of accommodation. What is power of accommodation? Power of accommodation means to manage this focal length, okay, exactly on that retina, right everybody? It is called as what? Power of accommodation. How it works here I will show you, right everybody? For example, see, if this is your retina and for example, sometimes what happens, the focal length will be formed here, exactly here, before retina. In this condition you will not be able to see, blur image will be there. Then what it has to be done? It has to be brought here, right everybody? And sometimes what happens, the ray of light makes focal length or focus behind retina, and in this case also we are unable to see properly. That is why then it has to be brought where? Here. So for both the things, what happens, sometimes the lens becomes very thin, flattened, and sometimes it bulges, right everybody, like this. So this way it does. For what it does, whenever it flattens and whenever it bulges, it tries to make the focus exactly on the retina. So this adjustment of focal length or focus on retina is called as power of accommodation, right everybody. But when does the lens become very flat? When you are watching an object which is very far away from you, like mountain is there, then in such case what happens, the lens tries to be flat because it needs to make the focus exactly on the retina. And in the second case, when you are watching a very close distance object, then in such case, nearby distance, then what happens, the lens becomes bulged, round, so that again what will happen, the focus will be exactly on this retina. So this adjustment of focal length is called as power of accommodation. Hope so today whatever I have discussed in front of you, you must have understood it. Thank you very much for watching this video.